Welcome to Inside the Firm, a podcast dedicated to small business owners and hosted by entrepreneurs, Alex Gore and Lance Cayko. Each week, they take you on their journey of how to start, run, and grow a business by bringing you inside their architecture and real estate development firm. Get a behind-the-scenes tour of how these business leaders manage their clients and foster company culture while creating new and innovative projects. And now your hosts, Alex Gore and Lance Cayko.
Okay, how's it going, Lance?
You know what, Al? It has been a very just even keel week. I have no drama. I don't even have anything. I didn't have any topics to add today. So you're running the show.
I'm running the show. Okay, the purpose of a plan or purpose of a product. Let's do an architectural plan because that's our product.
Sure.
What is the purpose and who's using it? Tell me now.
Who's using our plans?
Yes.
Builders.
Yep.
Other designers. Interior. Let's see. Real estate people.
Boil it down. Boil it way down. Who's actually using our floor plans?
We are.
No, we're not.
Well, you tell me then.
The framer.
The framer.
Right?
Maybe. I don't know. What if the engineer? What if they just look at the engineered plans instead of the architectural plans?
Where
I'm dead serious. There's an argument that all of those people use those plans.
No, I know they do. I'm just trying to boil it down.
Well, why don't you just
to
tell
the brass
me then?
tacks?
Yeah.
Just trying to have. I'm gonna sip my coffee.
Okay, the framer. Framer's looking at our plans.
The framer,
and he's
the
going,
concrete guy,
yep.
the guy laying the brick.
Yep.
The foreman.
Sure.
Right. Like that's the end goal. Right. Everything you said.
That's
is true,
who the plans are for.
Right. And that's what actually manifests itself into concrete reality. Right. So what are they looking at? They're looking at a couple things. You know, the what is actually going to be built. Call that walls, doors, windows, siding, and then okay, you visually see that, but then where is it? So the dimensions, the keynotes, right? And to me, it's two separate things, like where those things are and then what they are, right? So I was watching Eric Reinhold's 30 by 40 design workshop, and I don't know if he prints them like this. So I'm going to show this video to you, and then I'm going to explain it to people while I'm showing it to you. And I wonder if somehow, because this gets to like...
Was this his latest one, or is this a different one?
This is his latest one. So go check it out. YouTube, 30 by 40.
Is it? Do I have it right? It's titled Architecture Client Presentation.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So look at his floor plans.
I'm looking at his floor plans.
And he's going to zoom in. Now
Yep,
look at
he's
that.
zooming in.
So I know that you have made complicated floor plans.
Yeah.
Extremely complicated. So I just had to add on to a project where I had to add some stairs, whatever, to a project that's been going on for years. And I, like the last time I touched it was like 4 months. Like, man, even if I do a revision cloud, like there's so much stuff. The dimension lines are all the same. There's lines for where the stairs are. Then there's text. Then there's like revision clouds. It's just black on black on black on black on black on black on black.
Okay. All right. It's getting too muddied. Fair enough.
It's getting extremely muddy. So I know it costs a little bit more. I wonder if we could work out like a deal with the printers, because it immediately jumps, twice as much once you go to color?
At least. I think it's actually triple for the printer that we use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to say, like, we've had suggestions for another printer, right? And say, hey, we're thinking about doing design plans like this, where everything that's, architectural, everything that's real is black and normal. But notes and text are maybe red or orange or something like that. And say, hey, we'll switch to you if you charge us the same price or extremely close to black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Or just tell our other printer, hey, we're going to switch unless you do that, because we're only using red.
So what we're looking at is there's a set of plans, and he's panning around, and all the walls and anything architectural related
furniture
is black or has a black line. There could be some dash lines, stuff like that. But then anything that is text related and is calling out something in particular is a red piece of text. Why not blue?
Could be blue.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I highlighted, I was watching this, and I highlighted my text, and I went select all, because I was going to change them all to red to see what it looked like. And when you select all in Revit, it's blue. I go, oh, kind of looks cool.
I know, yeah. Well, the only reason it's an interesting approach. I just think red is a little pretentious. Like it seems like something's wrong when there's the color red, right? That's all. It's like a stoplight. That's all. It's just like, whoa, stop!
Yeah.
You can't go. So blue, but that's an interesting idea.
Because we're all about clarity. We're all about that guy down the line that's seeing them. We're all about representing it, well, differentiating ourselves, like seeing the plans and just going.
Well, let me ask you this,
Yeah.
okay? So I just had, I think on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, Monday I had a design meeting with the client, and what I've been doing is I don't print anything off. I just bring my iPad, and then I have. If it's a house, it's always like a couple, right? So it's I'm sitting, and then I insist that I sit in between the couple, and then I just let them lead the meeting and tell me what you guys are thinking, your notes and stuff like that. So there's no reason why we couldn't just start doing this with a PDF. So we just
and at the end you could select all an entire project if you wanted to print them black. You know what I mean?
Well, what I'm thinking, so we have a presentation style view.
Yeah.
Set up like main floor presentation style view for a floor plan, right?
Yeah.
So that view could be set up to be the template could be that it's like the settings are the filter or whatever is set up so that's blue text, blue dimensions, right? And then you move into and then you have a construction view and that's just all regular.
Yeah.
So I don't think you'd have to do this whole select all thing. You could.
Well, you could. I'm only thinking about. Because I don't know about you, but I get out of schematic design phase quickly. And then I wouldn't want to redo text or I wouldn't want to redo dimensions in two different plans. Again, just
so maybe it is
work.
just an overriding thing.
And
yeah, but I think we can do that with the filter. Anyway.
We can do it with the filter, but again, you can select all dimensions in project, switch it from blue to red to black, whatever. Doesn't matter. Super simple. So we could why not give it a try, see how it works.
Yeah, for a meeting.
Yeah.
Are you finding that anybody's confused, or you just think this is an interesting thing to try?
Well, this is the plans that I'm going to send out early next week. It's so crazy because I'm changing 3 or 4 things, and other than revision clouds, there's no way to let them know. And I really want to
what's different.
I really want to change it to black or blue and just say, hey, here's the new stuff, and it would just be so clear.
Try it out.
In this craziness.
Try it out.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
So
cool.
But my head was red always seems like bad warning sign. Not pretentious, but it's just something wrong here. So maybe blue's the
I had a
answer.
professor once sign a piece of paper some kind of permission slip or something for me in college, and it was and then he grabbed a red pencil and he goes, "Oh, I can't do that. That's pretentious." So now it's been stuck in my head forever. I'm programmed to think if you sign, even though when
is it who I think it is.
Bookosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
So when I stamp drawings though, I sign them in red. I don't know. I just do it.
Well, because aren't you supposed to sign it in a different color?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, some people do
normally have.
Yeah, but a lot of other characters do it in blue. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at me. There.
But who has blue pens?
Eaton Crow. Not us, apparently.
Honestly, we don't.
Apparently, F9.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see blue a lot.
Yeah. That's it. Try it out. Let us know. I'm really interested to see it. You try it out. I'm not going to.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll care or I don't know. Because the other thing that I got from you know what? I'm going to switch into this story. Went down, had a big meeting. Basically, and why I want to reiterate this is that we got building plan comments back 3 weeks earlier than what everyone thought. Not me, because I'm just spot on with predictions.
Apparently, this guy,
Just kidding.
is on a roll lately.
Actually, when they came back, I wasn't even thinking about this project. And what we did to do that was I got a hold of the building official, and they said, hey, we don't know who this will be assigned to. I go, okay, can I just talk to anyone? And they said, yeah, you can talk to this guy. And I said, hey, can I have comments from a similar project? So he sent me that, and he goes, well, actually, I have common notes too. And he just sent me that. So I went and answered everything, fixed it all in the drawings, and then responded like they were real notes. And then when we went to submit, I said, hey, Nate, ask for this guy and bring him this notes. So literally walk in and say, hey, can I talk to this guy?
So let me kind of reiterate back to you just so I can understand what you did, okay? So you said, hey, can I get a common set of notes basically.
Yep.
They gave you a common set of things they look for. You took it upon yourself to write all that up and then say, here's where it is, here's where it is, here's where it is. Then you told...
Or put it in if I missed it.
Fantastic. But either way, you had that accompanying document so that they were already ready. And they go, oh, great, cool. They already kind of did part of my job for me.
Yep.
That's what I think. That's smart. It's brilliant.
But here's how it works out when they went to the city was because when I got those notes, they're like, we don't know who's going to review it. So I just said, give me anyone. So then once you go and ask for that guy and show him all of his notes that is useful, he probably thinks like, man, I want to take this project. This is going to be a layup for me, So who to the people at the front desk, who should we sign to? He's like, just give it to me. Like this is that, that's what they're going to say.
I like that.
So anyways, that went smoothly. And then the second thing, we provide takeoffs, material takeoffs, roof takeoffs, stuff like that. First time we were going through the set, the contractor and their project manager just had some minor notes. And we were just breezing through the schedule sheets. He goes, and he stopped. He goes, by the way, these were awesome.
Cool. Did you ask him anything about those though? In that, did we put it I think we've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure.
A note, yeah,
that says add your own waste. Like these are exact schedules. These are exact takeoffs. You need to account for waste because that's how Revit works. I mean, there's no.
Yeah, I remember our note saying something like, do your own takeoffs regardless. These are just to help aid you. I don't remember if mine say add waste or whatever, but since we're reissuing it, I'll look into that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
By the way, when Alex says we do that, he does that. I haven't given anybody schedules for a long time. I will help out Brian sometimes. He'll just call me and he'll be like, this shape is so weird. We don't know how to figure. Literally on the top shelf. It's such a weird shaped roof. I go, yeah, I'll just tell you the square footage. Click, one click.
Yep. And the reason I did for this, I don't do it for houses. I don't do it for tenant finishes.
Right. This is a big one.
This is a huge one. And then also with these big developers, like if we can just look like the biggest breeze ever, like, okay, next 10 years, this is our client.
Yeah. So I think it was for that particular project, spot on.
Yeah.
Way to go, Al.
So another thing I've been working to figure out is healthcare. So
Al loves healthcare insurance.
I hate healthcare insurance. I don't know how many people are sole proprietors versus work in a small firm that either provides it or doesn't, or works in a large firm. But what's crazy is that our firm, until now, a lot of people are turning 26. Some people are older than that, but we're looking into options to provide healthcare for our staff because we love them, right? And because it's the right thing to do, and because we probably should to be competitive, right?
Absolutely. That's probably the number one. That's one of the top reasons is you need to take care of your people.
Yeah.
And if we don't address this, especially there's one or two guys that have like routine things they got to go in for, and healthcare is a major concern of theirs. Some people they're healthy and they just don't even it's like whatever. If I need it all, I need it, but if I don't really need it until I need it.
Yep.
Type of thing.
So anyways, Lance and I just get our health insurance on two different ways. There's the exchange and then the free market. And basically in Colorado, all that is available is like Anthem,
Signum.
And Signum but what's weird is that all the plans are called like Signum Connect and Anthem Pathways. And a lot of the hospitals aren't accepting it. And that's freaking me out because I have a baby, and the Children's Hospital doesn't accept it. You learned, right? Wasn't that before, like... Right.
I'm nodding my head.
Yeah,
yes.
He's nodding his head. Same thing, like, we don't accept that. We don't accept that. So you're looking for different places to go. And this is... So I had a hunch. And it was just a hunch. It was a conspiracy theory.
It was literally a conspiracy theory. I was like, Al, that sounds crazy. Can't be true. Sure enough.
Yeah. So here was my hunch. My hunch was, I wonder if the individual way, if there's more plans in the business side, if our business signs up, do we have more options? Is there something going on there? So I contact ADP, which if you're starting your own firm, ADP does... your payroll and everything like that. I'm sure there's like 2 or 3 big ones. ADP is probably the biggest, most well-known. So I said, hey, give me some quote. And then I think I just contacted like Anthem itself and give us some quote. So ADP, I got a whole bunch of different plans. The costs were very, very comparable to what we're paying on the free market. So when we looked 4 or 5 years ago, remember we didn't pull the trigger because it was way more expensive as a business and less expensive.
It's flipped.
It's flipped. It's basically the same. And then I see all these other options, and they don't say some. You could get Pathways, you could get Connect, but you could just get Anthem Silver, Anthem, whatever. So I call the hospitals and I say, hey, do you guys accept Anthem
XYZ,
Silver, Anthem Bronze? They're like, as long as it says Blue Cross Blue Shield. And they did. I go, okay, but you don't accept the Pathways. They go, yeah, we don't accept that.
And that's what you and I had.
And I asked. They go, we don't know why. Like, they don't know why.
Oh, good grief.
So, but here's what's crazy. So then, like, I just need to verify for myself that this little conspiracy is true. So I'm talking to one of the reps at ADP. And I go, okay, we're probably going to do a whole business plan and stuff like that. But the difference between a business going and then just a regular person going either on the free market or the exchange, it seems like there's only, pathways and stuff like that.
If you're doing personal.
Yeah. And he goes, and he explains, like, in Colorado, there's 2 ways to exchange, and you can only get those 2 ones that hospitals aren't taking. So literally, it's almost worthless. It's entirely worthless.
No, it is worthless. Trust me.
And he goes, and then there's just the free market too. And he goes, but those only offer those 2 kind of things anyways.
Oh.
And this is what's crazy to me is that the free market and the exchange should have those other options where the hospitals accept it. If they want to charge more money, that's fine. But they don't even offer them. And that's what's crazy.
And so how did you, tell me one more time, how did you get to the where they offered the ones that the hospitals will take?
I said, hey, we're a business. We want to sign up our people for it. Give me options.
And did they, but is that, when I'm literally to the specific, is it like Anthem /business? Something like this?
No. It's, hey, you can buy all the ones on the exchanges. Plus, now you can buy all the regular ones, and you get the full gamut of choices.
You just had to tell them?
And I said, ADP, tell me what you can offer me. Give me a spreadsheet. I could bring it up if you wanted to.
So the payroll told you this?
Yeah, because here's why. Because you get a tax deduction, so it kind of just runs through.
Right, so they had to use our EIN. So basically, right?
But you have to have, here are the rules. At least 2 people have to sign up. If you are not using their payroll, 4 people have to sign up, right?
Oh, how interesting. So how did you know how to go through ADP for this?
Oh,
intuitively. Was it not intuitive?
So here's what I thought. I first thought, okay, I could go directly to Anthem, but then I thought about that literally
they're
it's
terrible to talk to.
Well, they are terrible. But I just thought about the process. Like, okay, if F9 is paying for it, it's coming from our account, going directly to them. Who's actually going to do that? I'm not physically going to send it. ADP is going to do it. So ADP insurance popped up. Here, give us a call. Gave them a call.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about this. Look at you. You're just pulling back the curtain right now.
Well, maybe a lot of people know about
Maybe we're the idiots.
Could be.
It's
possible.
Totally possible.
But what's crazy is that why not in the free market and on the exchange isn't there Pathways, Connects, and then a whole bunch of more options if you want to pay more? Like, why limit it? I still don't understand that.
I don't know. Yeah. So our next step with that is, right, I think we're
deciding how much the firm can contribute to the guys. And then if you already have insurance or whatever way, it's just a cash in lieu. Some people have different circumstances that might not, because how I understand it is that even with ADP, you still have to pick, like, okay, you're going with United and you'll get like 3 plans you can choose from, or Anthem. Well, one of our guys has a special condition, so he might just get money. Someone might do it a separate way. He just gets money. Everyone just, okay, F9 will pay X amount. And we need at least 2 people. And I think it's cheaper for one of our guys, one of our older guys, just to go through us with him and his family than to do it. And then he doesn't even need to worry about it. So yeah, that's our next decision.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for heading it up, because I just did not.
Yeah. And just to let you know, since this is inside the firm, people are starting to turn. And you know how everything takes a while to kick in? There's all these dumb rules. So as soon as we figure out, we should probably pull the trigger. You know what I mean?
I would say so. Yeah, 100%. Cool, man.
Next segment is Josh Reed's, so we'll bring him in.
In my world, Most architects are obsessed with designing showcase projects. These kind of projects make the covers of magazines and win design awards. While designers think that creating incredible signature projects is exciting and rewarding, I am equally happy that we have built our business on delivering quality background buildings. When a unique signature design is appropriate, we are naturally excited to do that too. However, there are buildings in any city skyline that fill in all the gaps between the flagship, what I think of as look at me buildings. Background buildings are just as important. Many more background buildings will be done than ever will be landmarks. While these projects might get less press, they do meet a real client's needs, and you build a track record. The positive track record, even on less visible projects, is what generates leads and repeat business. If you do enough of them, you will be invited to bigger projects.
Al, you know what we do?
What?
Background houses.
A lot of them. And then here's the next little paragraph. Thoughtful solutions. Background projects deal with many kinds of constraints. Limited budgets, tight timeframes, local regulations. For us, constraints are a positive influence because they drive us to be more creative and more thoughtful. So why this kind of popped up, to me, we're almost done with Gensler. So Gensler, the most profitable, the biggest architecture firm in the United States, in the world, probably. I think so.
Yeah.
And they do really cool stuff, but I think people think like all they do is kick ass.
That's all they do. I think most people coming out of school think that's what they're going to do.
Yep. And here's the thing: if you are the biggest and most profitable, guess what? You're probably doing a lot of background buildings, and I know that you're not showing them all on your website, and you don't have to because you know who Gary V is. Gary Vanderchuck.
Yeah. Well,
Crush it.
One of our friends went and worked for a firm out in Seattle. Not going to name their name, but they did Costco's. But they also did really cool architecture. Now, did you ever see the Costco's? Nope. But that's their bread and butter.
Yep. And this wasn't Gensler, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it wasn't Gensler. Yep.
Gary V, this is a tip for all you people starting out. Some entrepreneur was asking him about, I don't even know, I think it was photography. And they wanted to do just like yoga photography, something like that, just fitness photography. But they go, I can't, that isn't enough of my business to just take all of my business. So I have to do weddings. I have to do all this other stuff. And he said, hey, that's fine. But you can make an Instagram page dedicated to, hey, yoga photographer, whatever, and just show that. And you don't need to show you taking pictures of high schoolers and all that other stuff. So that's what architecture firms do. You don't, put every single
But I think
thing
you
up.
can apply this to, even if you're not an architect listening, I think you can apply this to anything, right? Let's say you're just a graphic designer. You're probably not going to be doing Apple's graphic design every single time, right? That's probably like a once-in-a-lifetime.
Literally, I don't think they've changed it much.
Yeah, exactly. That
It's an
was
Apple.
pun intended. Yeah. So, you're going to be doing, I don't know, Joe Blow lawnmower service, over and over again.
Yeah.
So you just got to every project is still an opportunity to enhance your skills, enhance your business, and get a good foothold in what you're doing.
And then see those really tight constraints and be able to work with them. I think that's the key.
You got it.
Okay. A.R.E. Jeopardy coming up. All right, here we go. We have 2 questions supplied by Designer Hacks. Designer Hacks, if you're listening, you need to send us more questions. And the other 2 questions are from Lance Cayko. So number 1, here we go. We have the guys. We have Ross filling in for Mark. I don't know if that means victory or defeat. We'll see. Drama here. Okay. A client wants to restore a 19th century bank building and wants to receive federal tax incentives when doing so. Which of the changes listed below are permitted when following the standards of rehabilitation? A. Demolish and remove a damaged section of retaining wall. B. Sandblasting stone walls and exposed wood joists. C. Adding a contemporary style entrance. D. Replace decorative timber work from the ceilings. E. Preserve sections added after initial construction.
Are we? Yeah.
So the reason why this is a question is because There's standards of rehabilitation. There's standards of reconstruction. There's different. You'll read through them. So this might be a guess for you guys.
So it should be approved for a federal tax incentive?
Yeah, approved. Yep. And then
Holy cow. So this is just, if anybody knows listening, to study this, you would go to Standards for Rehabilitation, and it's through the National Park Service.
I shouldn't say that. Anyways, I can't say this. I can't. That was know that it's through the National Park Services.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Okay. So what would be approved? So demolishing and removing a damaged section of the retaining wall. Sandblasting stone walls and exposed wood joists. I'm on C now. Adding a contemporary style entrance. D. Replacing decorative timber works from the ceiling. E. Preserving sections added after initial construction.
You guys got them? Sounds like they're ready. Al?
A. The answer is E. Because I think money, if you're going to give incentives for it, right? If you have to do anything to a retaining wall, you have to do it anyways, right? But demolishing and removing, that might fall in there. But preserving sections added after initial construction, this is a weird question. I'm not going to lie.
Preserving sections added after initial construction. So meaning like if they had an old addition, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, and here's the reason why this is a question is because there's a difference between rehabilitation and remodel or reconstruction, right? And there's different standards for each. And for rehabilitation, there's a note in there that you can rehabilitate things added after initial construction. So if something was built in 1890, but then in 1920 they added some Art Deco stuff, that's considered you're rehabilitating the historical, thing. Does that make sense?
So it's just like an extension of the original.
Yeah. Okay. That's how they're treating it. Okay. Question number 2. Did anyone?
Nobody got that.
All right. Big old goose eggs. During the various steps of programming, such as establishing goals and collecting facts, which factors should be taken into considerations? A. Time, cost, quantity parameters. Quality. Thank you. B. Schedules, climate, and users. C. Function, form, economy, and time. D. Hierarchy, order, and composition. E. Rhythm, datum, and transformation. So this is programming, establishing goals, and collecting facts.
During the various steps of programming, such as establishing goals and collecting facts, which factor should be taken into consideration? Okay.
Okay, what do we...
You got a guess?
C.
Oh, is this it's multiple?
Okay. Yeah. What did you write down just for... What? Oh. It will state all of the above. We'll give 2 points here. We'll give you a half point right there. It is C. It is C. I don't even know, right now, if I would have got that right. This is,
Oh, I drooled as soon as you... I just drooled. Okay. These ones I made up. Ready? Question number 3. You are designing a yoga bar, and the client has requested that there be a shower provided within the locker room, even though it is not required by code. Does this shower need to be ADA compliant, true or false?
Yeah.
That's why I knew I'd get you to smile.
Because it's a... If this person gets it wrong, I'm taking away a point from him. Because he's done 2 of these.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. What do you got? True.
Yes.
That is correct.
And we did talk about this in the office, right? It was mentioned to everyone.
So there's 2 levels of minimum.
Yeah.
The minimum is first we got to meet all the plumbing fixtures, and then if a client adds on something, well, then that's their decision to add on something. It still has to be ADA compliant. Now, we could do 2 showers, and only 1 has to be ADA compliant.
Yeah. So if somehow you got that wrong, I was going to take away a point.
Yeah. All right. Number 4. A client who has paid you upfront for all of your design services now requested that the contract be canceled. They are requesting that 60% of the funds be returned. What is the best practice? A, offer to take them out for coffee to talk through why they want to cancel the project and try to convince them to give it one more shot. B, cut the check, cancel the contract, and run as fast as you can from these crazy, insane people. C, ask them over email why they want to cancel the contract and if there's any way to reconcile the working relationship. E, all of the above. Sorry, D, all of the above. E, none of the above. Do you need those repeated?
Wait, time out. I have to clarify because this will help the guys. Should they answer what they think is best, or should they answer what did Lance do and he thinks is best?
No, this is a best practice. It's more of a discussion question. To be completely honest with you,
Okay.
Because I wanted to bring it up because
Since two people are in a tie, this will maybe be a tiebreaker for
okay.
them. Yeah.
Do you guys have answers? No. Okay. Want me to repeat it? Okay, I'm happy to. A client. Okay. Do question or just the answers?
Just answer.
Just the answers. Okay. So they want their money back, right? A, offer to take them out for coffee to talk through why they want to cancel the project and try to convince them to give it one more shot. B, cut the check and cancel the contract and run as fast as you can from these crazy, insane people. C, ask them over email why they want to cancel the contract and if there is any way to reconcile the working relationship. Or D, all of the above. Or E, none of the above. Are we good? Some radio silence there.
C, and B.
And B. The correct answer is D. All of the above are acceptable, 100%. I don't even know if they're...
Yeah, but then you can't ask what is best practice.
What is the... Yeah, I can, because there's the option of D, all of the above. Yeah, what is the best practice? That's why it's a tricky A.R.E. question. Yeah.
But you can't do both.
But you can't do both.
You can't. I guess you could ask them.
You could.
And also take them to coffee, but they're almost exclusive.
Yeah. So my point with asking that question more than anything was there's no right or wrong answer. I think it's all subjective, and it's up to you as the person who landed the contract to decide, based on your previous experience, is it worth even trying to reconcile? Is it not? Are you just done with it? Where are you at financially? There's so many factors that are going to come into play in a decision like that. Because, what if the economy crashed and it was a huge project, and they were still going to move forward with it, and you just needed to go literally beg them? So hey, I'm sorry, we'll try it again. Here's just one more shot. Everybody deserves a second chance. You never know what kind of wall you're going to be up against.
Yep. And then also maybe you're so busy that you didn't give them the attention that maybe they needed.
Yeah.
Because maybe they were more needy than other clients, but now your firm can, so there could be a different relationship, and that instead of being a profitable project, it's just going to keep the lights on. So, all right. So are we doing a tiebreaker or rock, paper, scissors for these guys?
I'd say rock, paper, scissors.
There we go. Best out of one. Okay, they're doing it on shoot. Gresh wins.
Bam! That's where he's picking.
Put that up on the board.
Pizza Hut. So, okay. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, boys.
Okay, that's it. Remember, if you're interested in building a better business, by building a better business, you can build better architecture. Start with Entree Architect's free course, which is entrearchitect.com/free course. The other way you can build a better business and build better architecture is to get Revit. There's two versions of Revit. The full version is $275 per month, right? Or the light version is $65 per month. You cannot beat that, at least for a starter. Go ahead and get it. If you need help, go to revitfurniture.com. There's training there. And that's all I got, Lance. What do you have?
If you liked what you heard today, please share the podcast with your friends, your colleagues, anybody who you think could benefit. Just share your most favorite episode. Follow us on the Twitter. Join the secret Inside the Firm Facebook group.
Yep, on Twitter. If you see one of our tweets, retweet it. Share it.
And we haven't done this for a while. If you leave us a review and you haven't left us a 5-star review on iTunes, please do that, and then email akg@f9productions.com, and he will get you a free PDF ebook of the Creativity Code. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week.